Joey Pasco wouldn't have necessarily described his daughter Aurelia as the outdoorsy type before. Then his wife heard about this place, Notchcliff Nature Programs in Glen Arm.
We knew it was all outdoors, and we thought, let's give it a try. It's gone so well that we've been here for 3 years.
And clearly, Aurelia, seen here climbing a tree while we talked to her dad, has taken to the nature-based schooling as well.
Rather than having kids cooped up in a school that may or may not even have windows in the classroom, things like that, I think this is just something. There's something to being in nature and learning, especially at a younger age, that just you can't get in a building.
They pick up their stone to say that they're here.
And when we say nature-based, we mean it. Barring a severe weather emergency, kids here are outside all day, rain, sleet, or shine.
On a rainy day, they'll do a little story time under here. We do have some little classroom spaces. There's the other hand washing station.
Monica Weedle-Lubinsky runs Notchcliff Nature Programs. She says outdoor education helps kids become more environmentally conscious, more independent, and more resilient.
There's a study that talks about the kids of the 1980s. If you compare how strong they were, their bodies were, compared to today's kids, it's very sad. And a lot of that has to do with screen time and sedentary ways of thinking and learning.
Weedle-Lubinsky is also the head of the Association for Nature-Based Education. She advocates for this type of schooling all over the country. But here in Maryland, she had to kick her efforts into high gear because the State Department of Education doesn't recognize it as a valid form of early education. Problem is, plenty of nature-based programs exist throughout the state anyway, operating without a license.
They fly under the radar. And that's dangerous, potentially, for children.
And even for the programs that do everything by the book, no license means no state-funded subsidies or scholarships for families. Access to this kind of education becomes limited to those who can afford it.
It keeps this barrier in place for sort of haves and have-nots. While this may not be the choice every family wants to make, it should be an option for any family that wants to make it.
That's why she and a team of other educators lobbied the state legislature to establish a pilot program for outdoor preschool and childcare licenses. They were successful, and the program starts this fall. The Maryland Department of Education will use the program to investigate the benefits of nature-based education, submitting a final report to the governor in 2027 with recommendations for modifying or expanding it. But there's no funding attached to the pilot program, so educators like Weedle-Lubinsky continue to run their schools and daycares on their own.
And there's decades of research about why this is so beneficial to physical, social, emotional wellness and nature connection itself. Ultimately, we need young people to be caretakers of our planet.
The application period closes on Friday, May 30th, and the pilot program will get underway in the fall of this year.